training objective of this module is to provide an introduction to the scientific basis for understanding climate change. This is Module 2 in the course structure slide you can see on the screen entitled Climate Science. The module will provide an overview of the science that backs up the findings that climate change has happened and what has caused it. It will cover the different definitions of climate, extreme weather and global warming so that you can grasp the language and nuances between the different building blocks of climate science. The module will also reference some of the scientific material which is publicly available, including the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, known as the IPCC. We'll cover the latest of the 6 assessment reports from the IPCC and explain how the scientific methodologies and the body of evidence has grown since the IPCC was formed in 1988. The structure of this module is based upon a series of key questions as follows. What is climate change and global warming? What is the difference between climate change and extreme weather? What are the main temperature changes that have been observed? What is the greenhouse effect? How do we deal with the scientific uncertainties? Where do greenhouse gas emissions come from? What is the scientific body of proof human-induced climate change has occurred? And what are the future scenarios of climate change and their assumptions? How do we measure the impact of greenhouse gases on climate change and global warming? What are the arguments for and counter-arguments against the climate skeptics? And finally, what is the political landscape going forward? The changes to the climate and what might have caused them are covered by the media extensively. Every week, the media publicise extreme weather events somewhere in the world. We've seen record-breaking forest fires in Siberia, California and the Mediterranean, and bushfires in Australia burn whole towns down to the ground, destroying the life and fabric of the people who used to live there. We've seen sea levels rising at the fastest rate this century through glacial ice loss. Floods are becoming more extreme, and many people affected never recover the loss of their homes. Livelihoods and items of sentimental value are washed away. And it's not just humans who suffer from climate change. In Africa, animals face extinction from the droughts ravaging through the continent. These heartbreaking images show animals in the mud, waiting for the rain to come. And if no rain arrives in time to save them, they will die. Hurricane Sandy was one of the biggest superstorms with 286 deaths, homes totally destroyed with $68 billion of damages. It's our responsibility to act to stop these events getting worse and killing the planet and civilization ceasing to exist. And it's not just the extinction of animals that will occur. The human race is also at risk. In Somalia, the crops continue to fail due to the prolonged droughts, and without interventions such as organisations as UNICEF and the developed nations, the children of Somalia will die of malnutrition. In order to take appropriate action, we need to understand how climate change causes the fires, floods, droughts and superstorms we've observed and how certain the scientists are that the observations are indeed caused by climate change.